Hey everyone, welcome back for another Simon Hurley Create video. This is Cassie. So today we're going to be using some of the new products. I don't know if you've seen them all, but they're fabulous. So this first one is called the Funky Argyle, and it is a pull apart red rubber background stamp. Awesome. And then we also have the Oh Dear stamp set. This is too cute for words. I have more planned with this one, but today we're going to be making a fairly simple slimline card that you could easily duplicate. We've got some stark white cardstock and some fake plant ink. I just grabbed this cardstock out of my stash. This measures 3.5 inches by 8.5 inches. This is going to be the front panel for my slimline card. I'm taking my fake plant and I am just putting it on the edge, and I'm taking a microfiber cloth and softening the one edge. I'm going to line this up on my glass mat and then stamp this down. You can just keep it right on the plastic that it's on, or you could even take the paper right to the stamp. But that is the look I was going for. The next thing I want to do is kind of make this stamp seem continuous. So I'm going to line it up, see where I need that next one to line up, soften the edge again, and then we're lining up that Argyle piece with that little stitched edge so that everything is continuous, and we will stamp that part down doing the same process. And then it'll have that nice faded out edge. I love that look, and it looks like this was a full slimline stamp. We'll clean up our mess because these red rubber are so easy to clean. And then we'll move on to stamping our little deer. I had to use the guy with the sweater. He's too stinking cute. So I put my stark white cardstock into my mini Misty, and I'm going to ink up my sentiment along with my deer with some Memento Tuxedo black ink because I want to do some very simple Copic coloring. So I'll put the colors up on the screen, but I'm going lightest to darkest. We've got some E35 up there. That's going to be the main color for our deer. I love that he's wearing a sweater. How cute is that? And his little expression, it just says it all. Oh my goodness. So we've got that first wash of color. Then we're going to bring in something a little bit darker. That's some E99. And I'm just putting that shadowing and shading where I think it would look nice. Like I said, very simple coloring. And then I'll bring in the color that I just had up there, and we'll blend that out just a little bit. Then for his sweater, because the background is green, I decided let's go with Classic Christmas, and we're going to do some reds. So I've got some R24. We're going to put that down for our main red color. You could do all kinds of fun things with this sweater. You could add stripes, you could add dots, but my darker color is some R27. It's not super dark, but it is enough. And then I'll just use that also on his nose. Then we'll bring in some pink for his ears, and there's a little dot for his cheek. And then for his antlers, we've got E31. And that sentiment, oh dear, Christmas is here. How cute. So I did fussy cut that out very simply, and now I'm just going to trim down my sentiment using my guillotine trimmer. And just kind of seeing where I want that to go. I'm going to cut an angle at the edge, and then we're going to put some foam tape on the back of our deer and our sentiment. I started out putting it down there, and I don't need it that far over, so I'm going to just remove that and stick it closer in. I only need 2 pieces. We'll peel off that release paper, and then I'll use my glass mat to line up our sentiment. And that's where having a little extra on the edge kind of really helps. I can flip that over, trim that off, and then we can peel off the release paper for our darling little deer. I don't add any embellishments to this one, although there are lots of options. You could add some gems, you could add some like Nouveau drops, whatever you want, but I decided to keep this one simple just to show how easily you could mass produce these. My base measured 7 inches by 8.5 inches and was scored at 3.5 inches. And then I do decide I want to do some stamping on the inside because, yeah, why not? I'll take one of these little silhouette deer that come in this set. I'm going to pull out some GRRR ink and then stamp him on the inside. And then our sentiment is going to be stamped using that same Memento Tuxedo black ink. And I'm going to stamp that basically right over his feet. But I'm telling you, this one would be a pretty easy one to mass produce if you are needing to do that. Now, obviously I make a ton of cards, so I don't typically mass produce, but this one would definitely be an easy one to do that with. We're going to glue down our panel to our card base. I debated whether or not to have any of that white showing, but to be honest with you, I really like just the plain green. And then that's going to do it for our card today. I told you, very simple, but very Christmassy, and I love it. So if you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button and definitely consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. Big thank you for all of you that do all that and even use my affiliate links. You guys are incredible. I'll see you very soon in another video. Bye, everybody.